All righty. Good afternoon. It's a Wednesday. We've got some nice weather to talk about. I'll talk about this old guy some other time. This is my dad. He's 97 years old. Grew up in San Francisco, up in West Portal, and has the best stories ever. It's really fun. I'll tell you about him someday. I wanted to talk a little bit today about this is the top of Mount Diablo. I rode my bike up there. I ride up there a lot actually, but just it's an awesome ride because they put a bike lane in there and it's easy to get up. And the cars are pretty polite, if you will, especially on weekdays. But what I did here is I took a picture. It was a pretty good visibility day, but I went all the way back to when I was at Cal. I was a geography major, physical geography, and we used to talk about Mount Diablo because of visibility. From Mount Diablo, you can see on a clear day well over 200 miles. And if you see right there, can you see that? That's Mount Lassen. Isn't that awesome? So what's Mount Lassen? I don't know if I have a number on that one. Oh, you can see Half Dome. I don't have the distance. Mount Lassen is almost 200 miles away. These are the Sutter Buttes, obviously. I actually grew up kind of right here, up by Paradise. But right here, what you can't see is Mount Shasta. Now, you can't see Mount Shasta directly from Diablo. What you can see Mount Shasta, or from Diablo, is the reflection of the peak when there's snow on it of Mount Shasta off the atmosphere, the reflection of it. And so when I was a kid, I had a cartography class, which is mapping at Cal, and we talked about this because the French cartographers came out and you need 3 points to draw grids for a grid map. I should remember all this, but you had these were the three most distant points you could measure to have the biggest grid at that time that anyone had done. And they were all excited about it because that's how back in the old days, to map, you needed line of sight to draw points and then to be able to make the grid. We'll go into that more some other time as well. But in the meantime, that's an awesome ride if you ever get up there. And this is, the other day when I was showing you that rain, I think if you watched, like two people watched yesterday, but but this is that wind farm out by Rio Vista. Those things are big, man. They're like 300 feet to the top. So that's Golden Gate Bridge is 220 to the deck. So these are huge. So the other day, the radar was showing reflection from our radar returns, like it's raining out there, like nowhere else but right there. And it's because these things get turning and they stir up dust and bugs and things and things that can refract off the radar. So wind farms, especially around here, the one out in not Alviso, Altamont. There's another one in Altamont that does the same thing, but this one seems to be really pretty active that way. Okay, so let's look at the satellite image. Let's see if I can pull this one up for you. It didn't work out very good. I had it all set up. Tell you what we'll do. Let's go right to the forecast model. Okay, so here we are right now. Remember we talked yesterday about the lines? Those are the isotherms or isobars, lines of equal pressure. So like you can see when they get close together, you can't see it, but it's generally breezy. And so right now, this forecast for this morning, it's not that windy. The lines are not that packed. Let me move forward just a little bit here. And then you can see this is this afternoon. Still a little more packing offshore. There's a small craft advisory offshore. When I say packing, I mean those lines are getting closer together. So what do you think the winds are doing down here? Right? Further apart, not much wind. But here, and as they get really packed, they start to produce wind. So let's see if we can pick out any of that. And also the chances of sprinkles this afternoon. That's this afternoon. Goes away pretty quickly. The packing kind of lines up. See how the lines are getting closer? So you can see not windy, but the coast will be breezy for sure. Be west winds, northwest winds. And we're going right into Friday morning. Weather looks good, man. No rain. And here comes this deal. This is your Saturday morning potential for rain. Winds look light because the isobars are stretched out. And you can see I'll back it up one. So what is this? This is Saturday mid-morning. And then boom, Saturday looks money. And then see those packed, look at the lines coming in. You see the green, obviously, but along that frontal band, you get a wind, a southeast wind in this case, and they start getting closer because the pressure gradient's changing. And so the isobars are getting close, like a topographic map. You can tell a lot. I mean, and you can look like a genius amongst your friends too, when you kind of know that. It's just basically like a hiking map in terms of topography, if you are a hiker. And so now this is getting into Sunday afternoon. This is rain. This will be Sunday afternoon into Monday morning right here. and then done. And then we go into this extended kind of near miss pattern. This is Tuesday. Again, nothing big. It's feeling like spring, man. And then check out the isobars getting toast. So I'm really packed up in the mountains. So now I'm just toggling through it, man. Right? There's no rain coming. So that the models are saying, hey, we're dry for a while. Okay, one more thing. We'll take a quick look at the beach just because that's what I do every morning. There was a little bit of surf this morning. You can kind of, this is live. This is Surfline cameras, which are amazing. They're all over the world. I pay for this, but you can see what's going on at the beach. And right now the winds are getting ready to shift. And if you look at those clouds offshore, you can see, oh yeah, there's rain trying to happen, but that's out low, leaving the area. Okay, so this is another attempt at being interesting. I hope you like it. Leave your comments too, because here's the thing. I'm just trying to figure out how to make this happen, only because I love this stuff. This is what I do. And I love California history. I love surfing. I love biking. I like the mountains. I like all the things you like. That's why we get along. And so I kind of wanted this to be useful. And so what I showed you today, showed you a couple websites, but I'll tell you what, you can go to surfline.com. You can go to any beach in the world for free, basically. You have to sit through an ad or something. But how cool is that? You go to Pipeline, you go to Sunset Beach. So just kind of maybe what I would do is just, even if you don't want to hear my stuff, just kind of harvest some of these websites that I'm going to show to you over the coming weeks, months, years, decades. All right. Have a nice day.